Hi and welcome to a new video. In this video, as you might have seen on my community post, I've just received the ASUS ZenWiFi Pro ET12. So this is the mesh Wi-Fi system from ASUS, and this is also includes the Wi-Fi 6E, so that's got the new 6 GHz band. So as we can see here, it does actually include two routers here. So this is a 2-pack. So I believe you can get one with just the one if you don't need the mesh system, because by itself is extremely powerful by itself with all the different coverage. But here you can see here it covers up to 6,000 square feet and 560 meters squared. So as you can see here, it is quite a powerful system and has all the latest technology. But of course, with the latest technology, you do have to pay a bit of a premium for it. But if you have the money and you want the best out there, then you can't go wrong with this system here. So as you can see here, if we just flip it over, it is quite a hefty size and everything else. So as you can see here, it does include the ASUS AI mesh, so that's really good. So you can get this set up really quickly. It has the AI protection, as we've gone through in previous videos, so to help protect from viruses, malware, and the firewall and everything else. You have Instant Guard, so that's their ASUS VPN, so you can VPN back to your home network. So that's really like a one-stop shop kind of thing. You download the app, connect it to your router, and then you hit connect. It can't be any more simpler, and I found good results with the speed as well. And I actually use this as well. Then as you can see here, so part of the actual routers is that they have two 2.5 gigabit dual. So basically the Ethernet ports here are 2.5 gigabits. So you can use that for your backhaul mesh. So if you want to connect both of them together, if you're lucky enough to have Ethernet cables in your home, or again, because this does include the new system, you can have this actually using the 6 GHz frequency. So that's one good thing, is if you don't have many 6 GHz devices, or you don't have any at all, it doesn't go to waste. You can use that new frequency as your backhaul to connect both the devices, the routers together. So as you can see here, it's Windows 11 support, the IP version 6, and it does actually come with a 3-year warranty, and it's Mac OS as well. So as we said, it's a good old hefty, so you do paying a price for it, but you get what you pay for, as you can see here. So as you can see here, it's just talking about the new Wi-Fi 6E, as we've gone through before. So before we had only the 5 GHz frequencies on our Wi-Fi 6 routers. So now we've got a 6E, so that's using the 6 GHz frequency. And you can see here as well about the bandwidth. So we've got the actual, so you shouldn't have any much interference now on the 6 GHz frequency. So you should get maximum speed. So like if you look in my previous videos, I'll put a card in the top right hand corner, so you can have a look at those. You can see the speed tests. So as we know, that the one issue with the 6 GHz frequency is the actual distance. So the higher the frequency, so as we went from 2.4 to 5 now to 6, the higher the frequency, basically the shorter the distance it can actually cover. This actually negotiates that by literally having two routers here and then using it as a mesh network. As we said, you can use Ethernet, or you can use the Wi-Fi 6 GHz frequency as the backhaul. So it's really good to see that, so you can make maximum speed and it shouldn't drop off. Really good to see that now it's started to include higher Ethernet ports, so the 2.5 gigabit on here. So as you can see here, we've got an example of the from your ISP. So if you have a modem or router, then you can always connect it straight to your box on the wall for your cable or your fiber to the home. Then you can connect this straight there, and you can see you can have like a network storage device connected to one of the ports, and another one is for your wireless. But I think most people can use this as their 2.5 gigabit backhaul, is to connect the two routers together, so you get maximum speed. As we know with mesh systems, sometimes when you use slower speed to connect both of them, so if you connect to the further away mesh unit, it will halve the speed as it goes back. But with this, you have no problem with that, because you're either using the 6 GHz frequency or you're using the Ethernet ports behind there, so you're getting maximum speed. So it's really good to see that they're starting to include this latest technology. Again, it's just saying around here about the Wi-Fi 6E that we've gone through before, and then the dual ports, and then again around the ZenWiFi Pro system. So it's all really got all the top technology that we can expect now. The only newer ones we've got from ASUS coming out is the AXE 16000 that's got 10 gigabit, but there's not many people in their home network that's currently got 10 gigabits. So most people, 2.5 will be more than enough, and that will cover the speed of most of these Wi-Fi devices here. So if I just flip this over, as I said, is when you're paying an extra bit of money for it, I'll put the current prices in the description for it. Of course, you expect something it to be packaged, and of course when you open it up, the packaging is nice as well, and you've got the 2 routers straight away. So it's good to see the responsible packaging as well. You've got straight away, very straightforward. It's good to see instructions from ASUS where you can just scan the QR code now and then just download the app and set them all up. So you have the 2 routers here. As we said, they're not small by any means, but of course you've got the antennas all built into here. So if we quickly open one up, you can see the design will look actually quite nice in your house or apartment or anywhere like that. I mean, this is plastic here, but it doesn't feel cheap by any means. And I like the design as well, to be honest. Actually, it looks quite nice. So you've got extra rack in here around, and you can see the antennas are in here. So you can see there's multiple ones in there that are covering all the bandwidth and everything else that you'll probably need for Wi-Fi. But you can see the quality is, of course, you're paying the money, but you're getting a good quality product. Not like sometimes you pay an arm and a leg and you don't get what you pay for. But this one actually feels like worth the price, to be honest with you. And with all the technology that's built in as well, you can see that they've actually thought about the design and everything. You've got some good ventilation here as well, so you can see through, so that's good for overheating and things like that. So you get good airflow. And as we can see here, you've got the ports. So again, you've got more ventilation. You've got your LAN ports here. So you've got your LAN 1, LAN 2. So they're 1 gigabit ports. Then you'll have your 2.5 and 1 gigabit WAN port. And then your second 2.5 and 1 LAN port as well. You've got your power supply, an on-off switch. I believe that's for your the lighting. And then you've got your reset button, and your WPS button as well. So the WPS, as we said, is easy to connect devices together, but there is a bit of a security concern around those ones. So I advise you normally to switch that off. But you've got all the switches there, and everything is neat, and it is a good unit. As I said, it's not small, but when you fit it onto your actual where you normally put it, so normally most people are in their living rooms or anything like that, then you'll have no problems here. And as again, you get a second one, exactly the same. So that in that second one is not a cut down version or anything like that. That is a proper router by itself. It has all the exact same ports, so you'll really getting your money's worth here. Normally they give you like a cut down version in other makes. They'll give you like one main router, and another one will have less ports on here or less features and things like that. But with ASUS, you're paying and you're getting two of the routers, so that's really good to see. And if we have a look here, so this will include your power supply. Of course, I'm in the UK, so it does include international as well, different sockets here. So you've got here the UK plug and then a European plug as well, so you can see they cater for everyone here. And then you have the power supply. So I just have a quick look here. So as you can see, it's the normal round barrel socket, and then you've got the power supply here. If I have a quick look, the output is 19.5 volts or 2.31 amps. So you can see that, and then the little brick is actually really quite small, so it's nice to see it's not too big, so when you're storing it around, so that's good to see that they've actually thought about that as well when you're storing it, because you've got two of them and you've got like a unit there. Again, you've got your second one over here. You can see there the power supply that comes with, so it's good, and they all feel quality as well. Nothing's cheap here, and also it does include your Ethernet cable, so that's good to see. And you've got, I presume it's Cat5e cable. So as you've seen probably in some videos and tests, Cat5e is capable of 10 gigabits per second, not over long distances but short distances, so this is more than capable, and the quality of the Ethernet cable is good as well. It's shielded, so it's good to see. Yeah, and it feels good, not like some of the cheaper Ethernet cables you get as well. So this has been a quick unboxing of the ASUS ZenWiFi Pro ET12. So this is the mesh Wi-Fi system. So in the next video I'm going to do is just to go through the actual first setup, what it looks like when you're setting it up within the app, because I think that's what most people will be using now. It seems to be much more straightforward as their instructions is that you can have here the actual the app, and you can just download it and get that set up and everything else, and then you're off. So I do believe that at the factory, if you get the two, these are already pre-paired together, so they should be able to work with the AR mesh straight away, but we'll see that when we go through the setup video. Okay, thanks for watching, and I hope you found this useful, and as usual, leave any questions in the comments and I'll try and answer them as best I can. Okay, thanks for watching and have a great day.